everybody, let's show some more records, and this time I'm going to do it Vinyl Richie style, and this will be brought to you by Labatt Blue Citra. And there's nothing citrus about it, but it is good, and it's a Detroit tradition. Okay, here we go. This is a cassette from a band from Oakland, California. I think they're from Oakland. They are. They're from Oakland, California. I seen them in Fresno at the Full Circle Brewery with, I can't remember. It was a bunch of punk rock bands. Anyway, they were really good, and they had this little cassette for sale. And I told them they should make some vinyl records, because cassettes are okay, but they're just okay. And let's set that right there. They did. I just got these in the mail. Here's the first one. It's a little 7-inch of what's on the cassette. And here's a 12-inch split. This is also what's on the cassette and what's on the 7-inch. And the flip side is a band called Oxygen Destroyer. And I just got home from work and I just listened to this, and it's really good if you're into like thrash crust punk. Anyway, you can get these off their Bandcamp, and it's just great to support bands that are really poor and are working to pay the rent at a job they hate, but they still find time to put stuff like this out, and I'm glad to support them. Okay, next album is Akimbo. This is an Alternative Tentacles release, and it's kind of a slow, sludgy type thing, almost like Melvins type stuff. There's a big gatefold. Only one record in it though, and I mostly bought it due to the album cover. And I once had my picture taken in Seattle with Jello Biafra, and he was wearing a t-shirt of this band. So he loves them. Okay, next record, The Accused. This is on Unrest Records from Edmonton, Canada, the same place that brought you SCTV. And the lead singer Blaine actually sent me this record himself. Okay, here's the same record with a different cover, and this is from Earache Records in Nottingham, England. Blaine did not send me this one. I picked this one up in a used record store somewhere. But it's the same record. And I have another copy of that record. Actually, two. Jeez. I think. Yeah. Here's another copy of it. This is from Unrest Records. And this is, again, something that was sent to me by Blaine. And it's just a little bit different. He sent me, I think, 4 of the same record. And here it is again. This is the same record that I just showed you with a different cover. And I don't need to say anything about this record. Everybody knows what it is and how great it is. Okay. Next one is The Accused, Grinning Like an Undertaker. This one is also really good. Not as good as the first one that I showed you 4 of. That's kind of funny. But anyway, this one's good. It's worth paying, I don't know, $12, $15 for. And here's the Elusive Splatter Rock record. And it's okay. you might want to pull, when you're playing it or recording it, you might want to pull the pitch up on your turntable, you know, to speed up, you know, different tracks. And here is like an EP on the Nasty Mix label, like the last one. And this one, most of it it just sounds better if you speed it up. Or at least that's what I do. But this is an Accused EP from their latter years. Okay, let's put those, because there's a bunch of Accused stuff here. There we go. Let's put those back there. Okay. And here's the comeback record with Blaine singing with the original guitarist. I think Tommy. Yeah, that's his name, Tommy. This one's pretty good. It's okay. And here's the record with the new lead singer that sounded very, very close to the way the original lead singer. Well, not so much the original one. I guess there was one before Blaine, but this really sounds like Blaine, but it's not. Here's the back. And this is a bunch of stuff from times when I went and saw the Accused. Set lists and stuff they were giving away at the door. And here is a compilation Accused record of stuff that they put out on the Nasty Mix label, which was Sir Mix-a-Lot's label, because I guess Sir Mix-a-Lot went to school with the members of the Accused and they were friends, and so when he started his hip-hop label, he wanted to get some of that Slayer money, so he put his friend's band, The Accused, on it, and they didn't get the Slayer money. But I think The Accused are much better than Slayer. Okay, here's another Accused record from Musical Tragedies, somewhere in Germany. And it has some live stuff, outtakes, cover songs. And this is Hymns of the Deranged. And this is the Accused Archives tapes, and this is mostly the original lead singer before they got Blaine. And it's, well, if you have an Accused collection, you'll buy it to complete the collection, but it's nothing like the 1987, 1988 Accused. It's kind of different. Anyway, it's a double LP, and it's not very expensive. And here's another one, Baked Tapes, and this is with Scott. I'm not, well, you know, it's with Scott, but it's also with Blaine, and this one's pretty good. This has got some wild songs on it. And here's the Open Casket Funeral record. You'll notice this time I'm not taking the records out and showing what's on the inside, because that would take forever. It would take me 2 years with all these videos to do that if I started doing that with every record that I have. Anyway, this one's really, really good. All right, here comes what I think is the second best one. And I'm sure that whoever's watching the video knows what this record is, and they have it. Now, I have two versions of this. One is on the Combat label, and then this one is on the Combat Relativity label. And that's the only difference, other than this is a promotional copy, and this copy came with this inside of it. And I got to step back to show you this because it's a big poster. Anyway, this poster came with it. Okay, now we're going to get to the Accused AD, and these I will take out. And this is Blaine's version of it, of the new Accused, without the Tommy guy. And this is where it's going to get interesting. I'm going to put this up to the light and then shut out the lights because this is a glow-in-the-dark record. So give me a moment. Okay, and that was the glow-in-the-dark record of the Accused AD. Okay, and here's another version of this record, the same one that I just showed you, but this version came with a book, big comic book. And the vinyl looks like this. And this record is okay, but I speed it up. I pulled the pitch up on the turntable for this one. The songs are kind of slow. They're really doing the Black Sabbath thing on this one. So definitely, if you buy this, get the record album and play it faster. It's just better. They just played the songs too slow for some reason. And does it sound like the 1988 Accused? No, not really. Except for the singing, not really. It's kind of strange. You'll have to listen to it on YouTube and then decide if you want to buy it. Okay, this is a band from Texas. And it's Amy Gadala, or Amy Gadala. And they're kind of like a thrash, metal, grindcore type thing. And I bought this at a punk rock show in Hamtramck, where a guy was selling a box of records. And this was in it, and it was pretty good. And here's their new one that they just put out. And this record, most of the songs are about exploitation of young women from Mexico. So if you got some extra money, this is okay to pick up. And I got that off their Bandcamp. Excuse me, their Bandcamp page. Okay, I don't know where I got this thing, but it's an Anti-Flag record, picture disc, and it's got a few good songs on it. And I don't know. I don't know where I got this. A record store somewhere in Las Vegas. Here's another Anti-Flag record that I got at a Hot Topic in Las Vegas. And this one's okay. And here's another Anti-Flag record that has them doing a few Clash songs. Actually, I think it's all Clash songs, now that I think of it. And this came off of Interpunk, that website that sells a bunch of punk rock stuff. So this is Anti-Flag doing Clash songs. And here's the first Anti-Flag, the really, really good one, with all the wild, thrashed out punk rock songs on it. And here's another Anti-Flag record that is on the Fat Records label. And this one's okay. And here's some ticket stubs from when I went and seen them in Las Vegas a long time ago. And here's a really good Anti-Flag record from, God, what year was this thing made? It doesn't even say. But anyway, this one's really good. And another Anti-Flag record that's really good. This one's from 1999. Not as good as their first one, but definitely worth $10 if you see it in a used record store. Okay. We're gonna end on a sour note. Okay, here's a picture disc of Anti-Flag, and this song's okay. This isn't a bad little record. 2 songs on it. Here's another picture disc of Anti-Flag, the bacon one, like if I needed to say that. And this one's okay. And the Ceasefire picture disc, and this one's okay too. Okay, last one. We'll say this is last and least. This one. This just doesn't have one good song on it. I got this with shipping and handling for $6. It's a double LP, and it just isn't any good. There's just not one song on this thing I like. And I bought it before there was any way to listen to it. But anyway, it's a cool album cover. Okay, and that's it. And I'll try and make another video. I might even make another one tonight, I don't know. I'm kind of tired from work. Anyway, support George Costanza from Oakland, California. And remember, the best way to buy records is to go see the band at whatever little bar or performance space they're playing at, and buy the records, like I did with this cassette, directly from the band. That way, if you really, really like the band, you can have them autograph the record also. Okay, thank you very much.